Hey, Chris Ferdinandi here with another Vanilla.js quick tip. Let's get into it. You can use the element innerText property to get and set the rendered text of an element and omit the markup. Unlike the node textContent property, the element innerText property returns only rendered text, similar to what a user would be able to select with their cursor or keyboard when highlighting text in the UI. In this example, I have a div with the class of greeting on it, and inside it has a style element with some CSS to make paragraphs purple. It has a paragraph with the hidden attribute on it, so this will not show up in the UI, and then it has another paragraph with hello world in it. And if I were to use document query selector to get this element and save it to a variable, and then use the innerText property on it, we can log it to the console and see what gets returned. And so you can see visually, we just have this purple paragraph. And inside the console, that's all we get back is just the visual text that's been displayed, hello world. So that hidden paragraph doesn't show up. The text inside our style element doesn't show up. And none of the leading or trailing space is here either. You can also use this property to replace the string content that's already there. So if I wanted to update the content here with a string, I can set the inner HTML property to that string, and whatever's there gets completely wiped out. And if you were to look in here, you can see everything, including the stuff we couldn't see before, the style element, the hidden paragraph, they all get replaced. You can also use it to append text to the end of what's already there. So let me comment this out. So here I'm using string concatenation to get the greeting innerText and then overwrite it with its current value plus this additional string. And here, the style properties and the hidden paragraph don't get rendered into the UI the way they did in the node textContent example, because we are only getting the visible content as a string and not everything inside the element. Similarly, if you want to add text to the beginning of the element's existing content, you can set the innerText property to your string and then append the current innerText property to the end of it. So now we can add this to the beginning, shows up before hello world. Additionally, just like the node textContent property, if you try to inject HTML this way, those HTML elements are automatically encoded and rendered as is into the UI. If we were to inspect this and then view this content as HTML, you can see that those greater than and less than signs are encoded HTML and not real HTML entities. So no paragraph element actually shows up here. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and maybe even share it with someone else who you think might enjoy it. You can also get my daily developer tips newsletter over at gomakethings.com, where every weekday I share a new tip, trick, tool, or Vanilla.js snippet to help you build a simpler and more resilient web. Thanks so much for watching.